Who's to stop all these niggas that you're exposing? All these man them that you're exposing, my girl, they're coming to chef your thing differently. So you need to be very careful.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amoni, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing UK Thanos. Now, UK Thanos is a content creator in the UK. I believe she also has South African heritage, and she has been using her platform to help women who have been wronged by some certain guys to speak about their experience. Now, I believe she has like a page that is called the bait page, so women are able to share what has happened to them, call out the person that has done things to them like essay, grape, and then because she has that major platform, she has the voice, she has a lot of followers, people get to hear about their experience, and it can warn a lot of other women to avoid such men. I believe she first started with a popular content creator by the name of Stepz, and then more and more women started talking about some other people that might be content creators or just some other men and just saying this is what they've experienced. So let's check out what exactly she has been doing, what people think about the bait page and the men that have been outed on the bait page, and what has happened after the information has started going viral, the page has started going viral, and then I'll come back to share my thoughts. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now let's get into this video.
You know my heart. Lord, you know my heart. Lord, bring me justice in Jesus' name. Amen. Lord, you know my heart. So when people are speaking the things that they speak, when people say the things that they say, understand the God that you serve. You can do what you want in this life. You can have your gossip stories. You can talk about whatever you please and whatever you want. But all that matters is, are you saved? In John 3:3, it says, in order to inherit the kingdom of God, you must be born again. Are you born again? I'm not tired of persecution. I could never be. What Paul says in Colossians 1:24, for I am glad when I partake in the sufferings of Christ. They did this to Jesus. So look at this. If racing against mere men makes you tired, how will you race against horses? How will you race against such strong, mighty, powerful horses if you can't even race against men that come in TikTok comments, men that come in your life, trying to speak about your situations, trying to make it seem like you're somebody that you're not? How will you race against these men? Huh? You have to be ready for all persecution, especially when you are walking with Christ.
Guys, what a flipping week, right? Hear me out. So this UK Thanos situation with the bailout page and everything, it's really got me thinking. It's really got me thinking that some of these Limitless and Church Camp guys that I was talking about in my previous videos, they should be added onto these bailout pages. Matter of fact, some Christian guys. Heavy on some, it's not all in it. But the way I was seeing the exposure going on, that's what they need. That's what UK Thanos needs to be doing for some of these Limitless and Church Camp boys, because if we really got to the nitty gritty of what goes down in there, if we really got to the nitty gritty that some guys in that church camp can't take no for an answer, some guys in that church camp will be harassing you. I said it in my they don't want to hear me. I was just laughing like, obviously it's not nice, and like I am absolutely like disheartened to hear what some of these guys have done.
I've been watching Tamelo's story and I'm honestly can I say I'm shocked? I'm not really shocked. I'm just surprised about how much men get away with grape, bro. Like, this is crazy. These will be the same guys that will say, oh, all women lie about grape, bro. You men don't even know what grape means, because if you guys knew what grape means, you understand coercion is also grape. But honestly, the judicial system in the UK is really failing women. Like, I wouldn't even say it's only in the UK. I think across the world, across the globe, they are really failing women. That voice note of the guy saying you said no a few times, but it's natural. What? Hello? mate, you need to be locked up. You need to be locked up. Like, this is disgusting. I cannot believe this. And I'm even seeing Stepz has been posted. This type of religious man. Like, this is why I say I don't trust these religious men, bro. Like, they are so weird. Like, I don't care. You guys are saying you're making everything about religion. Yes, I am. Yes, I am going to make it about religion because he poses as a religious man. Like, you're not no religious man. You only became a religious man because you're trying to hide away from your sins. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, anyway, I'm so happy Tamelo's done this. More men need to be publicly shamed because at least if we women know, like, this man has this allegation against him, then we know to stay clear of these men. But that being said, I want to bring you guys' awareness to Clare's law. You guys have the right to access somebody's history through the police. It is the domestic disclosure scheme. So guys, get understanding that there's a legal side to things. You can actually access somebody's record if you feel like this person poses a threat or they're a danger to you and you want to know if they've got anything on their records. Guys, you can do this. You can. Yeah, so know what Clare's law is. Go and get yourself educated in that side of stuff.
Well done to everybody involved in this Tamelo bait out page. Well done to Tamelo for gathering all the information and even platforming kind of space that's exposing all these creeps and weirdos. Well done to all the girls coming forward. Even though it's anonymous, it's actually a very brave thing for you to do, to tell your stories. And to all the boys that are getting exposed, well, you're done.
I've never known how weird these guys are. I've literally been checking out the UK Thanos bait page. I'm like, what the hell? What? These guys were not raised right. And it's scary to know there's so many guys like that. People that you look up to. Like, you know, Stepz, for example. He's literally just... Oh, he literally admitted to, you know, doing all those things he's been alleged for. And there's other people as well. Even Jamie's little brother from Top Boy. What the flip? Nah. No. Hell no. I'm glad I was raised right, because these men, they're weird.
Excuse my pseudo-creme on my bonnet, I'll still take your girl in this state and just know that. But let's go into something important. You see the bait out private Instagram pages that Tamelo has been making, and the mandem's response to it is very telling how these bait pages, the men that they expose, are all criminals in some sort of sense. It's either SA or grape or something like that. But the man them exposing these girls is, oh, she does a mad thing for whip. When are we actually going to pause and think about our actions? When are we actually going to think about the societies we want to create and the societies we want to live in? At the end of the day, bait out pages are some of the most bad mind things out there. You feel me? Because people just have a picture of a person and someone can say anything random, for sure. But the fact that the random things that the man them are saying on girls is just not such a non-issue. But the random things girls are saying about the man them, some of them aren't even random. It's about grape and essay. Very telling. Oh, and here's a bonus clip. Man them, check the boys that you're rolling with, because I promise you there's a grapist among you, or there's an essayer among you, bro. And if you don't check your boys on the advent of an action, I promise you, you're just condoning that.
I don't mind how I look here, but UK Thanos' bait page got closed. It got literally, oh my god. I was just about to send the page to my homegirl so she can follow the account here. It got closed down, but luckily there's a new page. I just hope it's the official page. I hope she makes a posting. This is the official page for her now. But yeah, guys, it got closed down on Instagram. I can't lie, watching this whole UK Thanos thing go on has completely put me off of men, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, it's not all men, but like, you lot are just nasty. A lot of you guys are nasty, disgusting, wicked, and hateful and evil creatures, because for you to conjure up with some of the things that you lot have done, like, what type of person thinks like that? And like, I'm not joking, a lot of you men will condone your friends' actions. Like, a lot of these men know what their friends are doing. Some of you fairs, you might not know, but a lot of men do know what their friends are doing and do choose to condone their friends' actions, which makes you just as bad as them. And it's literally just disgusting. Like, because if that was your mom, your little sister, it wouldn't be so funny. But because it's another girl, it's not that deep. It's that deep. It's deep. It's actually that deep. You lot are disgusting, man.
Sorry, I'm currently frying my chicken. Why did I just hear a voice note from the Tamelo story talking about you said no a few times, but it happened naturally. My brother, that's grape, bro. Bro, that's grape. She said no a few times, and you didn't think, maybe I should step back. You're done. You're done. And you have the audacity in the same voice note to say another girl is also claiming grape for the exact same situation. It happened the first time and you didn't learn from your mistake. Like what? That story, Tamelo, she's doing something. And I'm surprised there isn't a list of people like made by the government if you've been like accused of it and there's some form of, you know, evidence against you. Because what the hell, that's straight up evidence there. How is my man not in prison? It doesn't even make sense.
Yo, when I tell you these bait house are dark, I mean they are dark. I've seen literally half of the UK mandem being posting up on their pages, bro. Bro, tell me why I'm seeing Stephen from Top Boy on there, T and Wayne, M Lizzy, Leo Stacho, Modine. I'm seeing hella guys on there, bro. I even saw my barber on there, bro. What's going on? Like, the girls are really getting their revenge, man. You remember at the start of the year, guys are just leaking news and that. Yeah. This is their revenge from that. This is their revenge. So if you get posted on that, yeah, it's a long day for you, man. I can't lie. Long day. But I can't lie, make it fair though, at least. Because all I'm seeing is paragraphs of girls saying he did this, he did that. I'm not saying there's no rapists out there. There is a lot of weird guys out there. But gee, I'm just seeing paragraphs like, at least show some hard evidence so that we can be like, yeah, that guy is weird. Stay away from him. But it's dark, man.
On the topic of the world being small, have I just seen a guy I used to work with in one of them bailout pages? I cannot believe it. Like, genuinely, I couldn't believe it. That guy was so nice. Last year, we used to... I don't want to say his name in that. I'll spare your name, but if you're watching this and you recognize me, you know I'm talking about you, bro. This whole thing has made me realize that there's too many guys out here that are doing the madness. And we're just not like... Guys, seriously, what's going on? Huh? Well, we were raised better than this. The other day, I was like, oh, there's too many girls out here that are saying that guys think this is okay. When I was saying they obviously don't think it's okay. They're just, you know, a bit weird. But I'm genuinely starting to believe that some guys think this is okay. And now that's getting kind of worrying. When I was addressing the Michael Ward situation, that's when I said that. I changed my mind. My apologies, I was wrong. I think there's genuinely some grown men out here that think that's okay. And it's just like, why? The guy that got baited out was older than me. He's older than me. He should be setting an example. The thing he was accused of, yeah, it was quite embarrassing, I'm not going to lie. But it's even when I'm thinking back to our work conversations, he used to say interesting things, I'm not going to lie, about women. I should have seen, I should have known, but I'm not going to lie. All this video is to say is just check on your boy, you know, because you don't even know. You really don't know. The last thing you want to see is someone you're good friends with on one of these bailout pages, bro. I wasn't good friends with that guy, but I would have considered him a work friend. But please start checking your boys, bro. Like, if you ever see weird behavior from one of your boys, check them there and then. Because once they get that far, they ain't checking themselves, bro. You're the only one that can check them for some nonsense behavior like that.
UK Thanos' Stinster pages was made to expose men of their wrongdoings, like genuine crimes that they've committed against women. And the response was, hey, do you know what? Let's retaliate. Let's make Telegram group chats. The same Telegram group chats where you're sending in revenge corn. You are sending in videos that most likely would have been taken without consent. And even if you had consent at the time, should have been long time deleted. Reporting crimes versus revenge corn. Yeah, okay.
See, multiple allegations is why I gotta look at you sideways. Is why I gotta look at you like this. Because why do multiple women have the same or similar stories about you? And I ain't talking just about Stepz. I'm talking about all the other content creators who have had allegations or stories against them. I just want to clarify, out of these 5 Instagram accounts, 2 of them are fake. This one's a real one, this one's a real one, and this one's a real one. But to me, it's just mad the amount of content creators or people within the media who are putting themselves in these positions to even have these allegations in the first place, let alone if they're true or not. But for the ones where they aren't true, if you plan to have a platform, if you plan to be a well-known individual, you've got to be careful with how you move. You got to be careful with what you say, because it can easily be spun or exaggerated. And I guess you learn it through growth and experience and time. And I guess no one's perfect, including myself, of course. But there's a line to where it's like, come on now, what did you do?
Look, me personally, I ain't no hater. But what have you learned? What have you learned within this whole week? Look, Stepz, he's been doing his thing since what? 2019, 2020 sort of thing. Then became a Christian. Obviously he was Christian, but he became more of a new profound Christian, if that makes sense. You know, he was praying, you know, was preaching, you know, doing things that all Christians should do. And with that, brought new attention. And I ain't gonna say what I've seen, but I've seen some messages, seen some pictures, and bro, that guy's cooked. And it makes sense. If you put two together, you can see that there was in fact a connection as to why he became a Christian. Again, he was a Christian and he became more, you know what I mean? But lads, I'm saying this to every single guy out there. Keep your hands to yourself. It's so simple. Don't do it. Just don't. Have respect for other people around you. That's literally it. Don't do things your parents wouldn't be proud of. Because as soon as it happens, your life is over. Look at Stepz. The guy was literally achieving new heights, and then he lost it because he couldn't take it upon himself to keep his hands together.
Stepz is moving like Saul turned Paul. He took too many steps into hyper-masculinity. Now he's taken even further steps the other direction into hyper-religiosity. You see, some people need religion because they're wicked people, innit? I don't know how you could gaslight the entire internet that what everyone else is saying about you is lies. Like, let's approach it with some humility. Even if you're quote-unquote a changed man, changed person, it doesn't evade accountability. It doesn't take away the harm that you caused. So I'd rather you be like, yeah, you know, I did it and I'm sorry, than slam and persecute people and now demonize them. Please grow up. And I think you need to take steps back and read on what Jesus would actually say, because he would not warrant or approve of any of your behavior.
This whole UK Thanos' page here is generally girls that just coming together and trying to take down their least favourite male content creator. I promise. Even though, yes, some of the claims that these little girls have actually put through are actually sometimes true. Some of them are actually true, but I just know most of them, they're just lies because there's not enough evidence. There's not enough evidence, bro. And what even sickens me, generally sickens me, is thinking, oh, you know what, I'm going to write this about someone and I just want to ruin their life. Like, what? Like, how do you even think of that? Let alone even lie on another man's name when he's done nothing to you. Let alone he's generally not even done nothing to you. And the thing is, some of them are generally true because I know some of the man they even got placed on like, yeah, he got caught. Yeah, they done him still. That's what I'm thinking when I saw somebody of them on there. I was like, oh, yeah, they got him still. But then the other man them that are genuinely innocent, it's like, bro, what are you lot doing? Like, you're going on a page that's got so many people on, and you're saying he's done this to another girl when he's never done that. What are you even getting out of that? You're not even getting paid. Just lying for free. And it's sickening, bro. And the page is still going on.
Who's to stop all these niggas that you're exposing? All these man that you're exposing, my girl, they're coming to chef your thing differently. So you need to be very careful. You need to know what you're doing, baby. You need to know what you're doing. I have no filter. I just speak the truth. I don't dislike UK Thanos. Like I said, I love her. That's babe. You understand? But me, I speak my mind. Nobody can't stop me from speaking my mind. I say it how it is because all of you lot are thinking the same blood clot thing. Do you understand?
Okay, so we've seen some of the things that have been said on the bait page. We've seen what people think about the bait page, the UK Thanos bait page. We've seen how the people that have been called out, some of the people that have been called out are feeling about what has been said about them. Now, I would love to hear your own opinion about the whole issue. Do you think it's a good thing that the content creator is doing, or do you think that there will be consequences to what she's doing? So please leave your comment in the comment section. Now, personally, when I first saw the first content creator that she exposed, at least to me, I don't know if that's the first person that was exposed, they were saying that that person used to be a particular kind of way and then became a Christian and is now hyper religious, and then they are saying that he used to do a lot of shady things before. He was accused by, I think, about 9 people of essaying, and how he has responded to the accusation and allegations. And people are seeing a lot more people being exposed, a lot more men being exposed, and people like it. Some people like it, some people are not liking it because apparently I think she has been threatened. I think people are threatening to expose some things about her. I don't know. But one of the videos, she has said that she might be moving back to South Africa and saying that she has even paid for a place or something. And I don't know. I feel like it's a good thing that she wants to give people a voice. She wants to give women a voice to call out some men who have gotten away with some of the atrocities, that they have done. But there is always a risk if you're doing that, especially if there is a face to it. Now, her moving to South Africa and saying she's going to continue exposing them, even those in South Africa. I don't know about exposing those in South Africa. Knowing that South Africa, knowing that Africa, we have, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to say there's a tendency to get away with some rubbish in Africa, but there's a tendency to get away with some rubbish in Africa. And in the UK, if they threaten her, she could get the court to restrain some people. She could get police to arrest some people. But in Africa, I don't know. She might be able to do that. In South Africa, she might be able to do that. Now, I also hope that there'll be a kind of protection for the ladies who are coming out to speak against these men and talking about their experience with these men. Also, like I said with ET, I hope there's a way to verify some of the things that are being said, because I know that we are supposed to always, like people say, we're supposed to always believe the victim, but we know that some people are not trustworthy. So I hope there's a way to vet some of the things that the women are saying, so that you don't accuse somebody falsely and then end up in a legal mess or end up destroying somebody's life. Because we've seen some women do some nasty things because they didn't get their way with the men, and then they accuse them falsely. And then later they will say they misinterpreted something, or they did not say what was attributed to them.
It's a shame when innocent men get accused of something they didn't do. It is a shame. As Avi did say, it does ruin the credibility of everyone else who's had something to say. But this is one innocent man out of thousands of guilty men. This is total 37 innocent men out of 1,600 guilty men. And when I say guilty, I mean undeniable evidence. That figure is not including girls who just have a story with no supporting evidence. That 1,600 and something men, which I've counted, are people who are being accused with supporting evidence, yeah? Before you boys come in my comments. Avi, I do apologize that you were brought into this when you are innocent. It is never my intention to drag down a innocent man. I am not a malicious person, and I did not make this page with malicious intent. There are some people who have taken this platform I've created as a safe space for women and using it as an opportunity to just tear down men that they hate. I'm not denying that fact. However, because Avi is innocent, that does not mean everyone else who has been posted is innocent. Now the boys are taking it as, yay, we're all innocent. You see, UK Thanos is a liar. Beg man, allow it. Just because the evidence which has been provided is not sufficient enough for CPS, it's not sufficient enough for CPS doesn't mean it's not sufficient enough to prove you did it. You did it. And again, that figure I just gave you is not including all the men which have been posted over the past week and a half. It is only the men which have been posted with damning evidence. Yeah? So check that. The boys are celebrating. Yeah, it shows that everyone's innocent. No.
UK Thanos is doing something very, very generational for the rest of us. But now to the evil people that are using this platform for something that it was not meant. If you have a personal vendetta against someone, find another way to get your revenge. If the person that you are putting claims up against is not genuinely a offender, or he's not committed the crimes that that page specifically is for, stop lying on people's names. Just because you don't like a man does not mean you should accuse him of or grape. In fact, I see the media talking about how we're becoming desensitized to what these words actually mean. So I'm going to say are accusing someone that you just have a personal vendetta against just so you can tarnish their image, thereby invalidating the thousands of women who actually have real experiences that they want to get justice for. Do you know what happens when a source becomes less reliable? Do you know what you're doing to the thousands of women that are actually trying to get justice? But just because you want to get your revenge on JB and, accuse him falsely, now they come up and they're like, oh no, he's actually innocent because this girl just lied. Now you're invalidating the source of information. You're invalidating other people's experiences. You're making that page less reliable just because of your personal vendetta. And that's selfish. It's selfish. You're not helping other people. Yeah, I'm all for fuck men. I'm a misandrist. I hate man. But this is not the way to go about it. Yeah, set his house on fire or something. Now is not the time for your stupid mind games. We're not kids anymore. I beg.
So I hope she also has that in place. She has a system or a way of verifying some of the things that the ladies are saying before making some of the accusation public. Now, like I said, it can be a good thing, and especially if the men truly did what they did and they gotten away with it. At least it can prevent other women from experiencing some of the nasty things that women who are speaking out have experienced. But I don't know what you guys think about this whole situation. Do you think that what UK Thanos is doing is a good thing, or do you think that it has the potential to backfire on her? I would love to hear what you think about the whole situation. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.